Hey, this is your boy Juro, and I was doing some editing earlier, and there was a technological glitch in the video that I put out. Actually, there was like 7-8 minutes of a message that I wanted to convey. So this is going to be more or less a re-up of Call to Spirit. Man, I really love this song. First of all, good morning. It is Wednesday, the 8th, 2013. For those who are seeing this and didn't see the first one, I was awakened this morning about like 4:45. I normally get up right around 6. And that's just how my biological clock is from my military days. And the synchronicity of what was happening, I felt compelled to put a video out because I felt that there was someone that was connected to me by spirit was urging me to put this video out. And I always trust spirit because it's navigated by my discernment, and I felt that someone was going through something very trying and they were in despair. So I'm putting this out to more or less piggyback what I put out earlier. I wanted to also, for some of you who may not know or been made aware of, that when you embrace your spirit, authentically start to do the work of defining who you are, you will also start to see the power of synchronicity. I know that some of you may have heard me mention that before, and for those who do not understand, that's okay, because I was that way too, until I was made aware. Synchronicity is your discernment, your spirit, which is being validated through your events. I stay in prayer throughout my day. That's how I navigate my day. That gives me balance, clarity, as well as gives me the fortitude to do what's required. So, being that I'm a lover of music, and I really believe that maybe in a past life, maybe I was a musician or someone, but one of my passions, other than poetry, is music. And when I started to trust my spirit, if there was something that was needed to be brought to my attention, I would always get a sign through music. Some of you may be saying, well, what do you mean, Juro? What I'm saying, like, for example, how many times have you been driving or out, and then your favorite song that comes on a different time of the day, maybe a ballad or something that you know that it don't play during the day. If you do hear it, it's every blue moon, but it's not going to be on until a certain time of night. But then, boom, it's playing, or you constantly hear it every time you turn the radio on, and it is so. It's so coincidental, which it is not, because nothing happens by coincidence. Everything happens for a reason, and that is to bring awareness of your environment through spirit. And you follow that, that spiritual energy, and it validates what you thought. That is what synchronicity is. See, I'm going to go there. See, you have angels that are with you all the time. You have spirit guides that are with you all the time. These people can be people that were connected to you at some point of your life, and they have transcended on. But because the bond and the love was so pure between you and that person, you always felt emotionally safe. You could bare your soul with them because they always had your best interest. Or it could spark a reflection within you by an event. Like, for example, we'll just say hypothetically, there's a memory say for example there's a commercial, a distinct commercial that you truly enjoyed, and it puts you back in a time of emotional joy or pain, and you notice you kept seeing it lately. You kept seeing it lately. Or as for me, it's my music. If I hear certain songs that were pivotal in my life, that had significance in my life, and all of a sudden I'm starting to hear them, and they're playing, or better yet, let's go there, y'all. You listening to the radio, and in your mind, you have a song that happens to be, you hear it, and you hear it within yourself, and the next thing you know, because it's connected to you, mentally, you hear it play through the radio. It comes right on. Or you know what's getting ready to play right before it plays. That's your synchronicity. Another way synchronicity can be applied or demonstrated is you happen to be doing whatever you are doing, and someone conveys something through conversation that is so pivotal that it causes you to, like, for example, here's my synchronicity right now. Y'all know this. Classic LTD love ballad. So that's a good example. See, that is validating that what I'm saying through spirit, I'm on path. I'm on path. You know, to kind of remember that game we used to play, hot potato. You know what I'm saying? You're cold, you're cold. You're warmer, you get a little warmer, you're hot, you're burning hot. That's what synchronicity is, through spirit. Synchronicity should be positive. It should uplift you. It will never tear you down, because when you are investing through spirit to pray, find balance within yourself. Now, this isn't something that you can go, okay, well, I'm going to walk path today, I'm just going to do whatever tomorrow. No, because when you take an approach like that, it's not authentic. And what happens is you end up hemming yourself up even more, because you should have followed your instinct. You know, you should have followed your spirit. If your spirit says it don't feel right, I don't feel right with this person, there's something about this person, it just doesn't sit well, it's because you are feeling their spirit. And you will not be equally yoked. See, you gotta understand something, y'all. Being yoked with somebody doesn't always mean it's because you're gonna be in a relationship as like a marriage or something like that. That could be just being yoked by your work environment. Have you noticed there are people that your relationship and bond is so intense, you act like they're your brother or sister. And then there's some people you just downright, they're like, man, did I see you in the battle? Are you my enemy? Why is it every time I take a step forward, you are trying to cut me at the knees? Why? Because there's no balance, there's no common ground between you. And unfortunately, no matter what you try to do, you're just oil and it's like oil and vinegar. You hold space on that. You stay true to you. Don't compromise who you are just to feel accepted. Be the anomaly. Be the exception to the rule. Highly recommend you ever get a chance to listen to that song. The Temptations did it best. It's called The Exception to the Rule. Even though that song was talking about a relationship between a guy and a girl, and the person basically saw their worth and they said, hey, I'm not like them, I'm better than them. But they said it in a loving way, you know, and that's usually how it goes. So if you're in your work environment and you ain't happy, try to find one positive thing about that job. Try to find one thing that brings you satisfaction. And if you can't find just one thing that brings satisfaction, then you need to take the steps and get on out there and to get to where you need to be. So, because, listen, that spawns connection through passion. When you are passionate about something, that means you would do it for free. You would do it by nature. It flows with you. Like being loving, being a loving and kind and compassionate person. That should be natural. But for some people, it is not. It is a continual learned process, because they never had that. So you can't expect someone to give you something they never truly understood within themselves. Cut them some slack, give them some damn distance, because you got to protect yourself. Because, you know, as you already know, misery does love company, and it is not your right or obligation to be pulled down. That's like quicksand. If you honestly know that there's quicksand on the ground, and you turn and you test that, and when you step in and you start to get pulled in, well, who's to blame on that? But even if there is an issue of setbacks, you can learn from that, make your adjustments, and go forth. You can do that. You can I keep telling you all this, because listen, prime example. When you embrace your spirit, when you truly embrace your spirit, you fall in love with yourself. You realize things about you that you might not have known. And you grow and change. You don't believe me? Look at my video pages. Look where I started in 2011. I was a broken vessel. Yes, I was broken. Why? Because this brother right here did not love himself. Didn't. So how could I know my worth? And I say it in love, not arrogance. I don't say it in conceit. And I got a whole lot of stuff I got to do. But I can tell you this, y'all. The person that you're seeing right now is not going to be the person that you're going to see New Year's Eve. Because I'm evolving. I'm transforming. You're going to watch this face change. You're going to watch my body change. Oh yeah, because the brother is working out. One of my biggest challenges is my hair, because my hair is naturally curly. If I was to wash this beeswax out, oh, my hair, you would have thought I was like a lost member, a new edition or something, because I got so much hair. You know, I call it the Eddie Monster look, but it's long. So, but, you know, God wants me to stay the course. And I thought about it one day. I said, you know what? If Samson did it, if everybody else that has walked that walk could do it, why can't I? Because I was afraid of my own success. And if your environment is not uplifting you, then guess what? It's intentionally trying to hold you back. Why? Because when you start to see your worth, oh, your opposition is shaking in their boots. Shaking in their boots. Why? Because when you start to see your worth, you're going to start doing the work. You're going to start loving yourself. And you're going to realize you don't need those blocks. And what happens is when you start loving yourself, you find courage. Courage to walk the route intended by God has placed for you. So listen, for my parents out there that are in the struggle with their children, you love them. Keep the communication channels open. Don't enable them though, because as you probably know, there's a lot of this generation. They're all about smartphones and connectivity, but they don't have any life skills. You ask them to go, hey, you know, I'm hungry. We're going in the kitchen, fix something. If they don't have a microwave direction, they can't navigate. What? You can't even make a grilled cheese sandwich? Come on. We got to get that together. That is why what is old is new. Have you noticed now fashion is all up in the 80s now? You see your ball players rocking high top fades like kid play. Because the classic never, ever goes out of style. And that's what you should do. And that's what you should be. Be that classic. Because you're already one of a kind anyway. There's only one you. But you got to look in the mirror and see how beautiful you are. Look at what God has created. I know my queens, you say, well, Gerald, you know what? I done had some kids and my stomach all messed up. That's your self-esteem and your insecurity saying, don't love me. Don't do it. Only way I can feel accepted is I got to go get a nip tuck and a lip. No, baby, you don't do that. You change the way you eat. You change the way you think. You put investment in your time and you exercise. You exercise and you stay consistent to that. And I guarantee you, your body will respond back. I think Mike Epps said it. You're going to get that snap back. God gave you the gift of nurturement. That's why you are called woman. Hello? Hello? Some of you have had to carry for 9 months a living vessel. Your body had to adjust to that, to support that responsibility. So why can't you support yourself and do the work? Do the work. Retail therapy is nothing but a band-aid on a gash. If you gotta heal, baby girl, take all the time you got to do it. But be progressive at it. Don't allow that to be your enslavement. Oh, he don't love me because he don't call me. Only time he calls me is because he wants to jump on top of me. You know what? Get that bum out your life. The sooner you do that, guess what? You'll see your husband. The man that's supposed to walk with you, not you walk behind him, will be made new. He will be revealed. But he cannot come until you are made whole. And that is work that you must do for yourself. Because what is the point of having someone in your life that can't build you up? If they're constantly just tearing you down, come on now. Wave that flag. Wave that flag. I wish I had a white flag, but I don't, because this is my scarf. You wave that flag and say, you know what? Okay, this is a new day. I'm a scout on a new route. You don't love me because you're tearing me down. I love more of me. You know, like Tony Braxton used to say, I love me some him. No, love some you. Love some you. You do it, make a good game plan, get the hell up out of Dodge. And then when you get out of Dodge, you take that time to heal that mind. Heal that mind. Heal that heart. Because when mind and body are one, that ain't nothing you can do. If you think I'm bullcrapping, why is the TV talking about medical, about 35% of, no, I'm sorry, it's 50% of medical ailments are neurological, which means it's the mind. So if your mind ain't right, your decisions ain't right. And if your decisions ain't right, your environment's not right. So it's time for you to love yourself. Love yourself. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. They don't need you. They playing you. They don't want you to wake up. Wake up, baby. Wake up, my kings. Wake up. Stop playing the martyr. Stop playing it. Stop doing it. Stop doing that. Because when you start to own yourself, you will start to value your self-worth. You are, if you only knew the gift that you are, and when you start to truly, authentically do that, guess what? All those, your blessings, it's like, think of a highway, a freeway on a summer day, and it's gridlock. Well, those cars that are in that gridlock are all your blessings waiting to be revealed one at a time. I'm sorry. And they may come through connections of people that you're going to meet. There may be connections of people that you know. But guess what? I'm a firm believer in this. You can't make a person change. They must change on their own. And guess what? Change is always done in the unseen. A person will never change before you because it requires time, and that time requires reflection and insight. And that insight spawns worth. And you know what? Some people ain't gonna like this, but I love you. And I want you to know this. Stop dumbing down in the merits in regards to feel validated by somebody. Stop dumbing yourself down. Stop feeling that, because I see my ladies do that all the time. Some of y'all are intelligent, and you will dumb down your intellect just for the gratification of a man. And that goes for you. That goes for you too, my kings. If you want a woman in your life and if she's not uplifting you, if she's not doing that, you need to cut her loose. She don't see your worth. Actually, what she's doing is more or less sabotaging your development. Why? Because she can't develop. But she wants to hold on to you so you can't grow, because she realizes if she lets you go, someone will see your worth. I know I'm talking to somebody. I know I'm talking to somebody. Yeah, I'm talking to somebody. If you get more excuses than results, cut them loose, because they don't have the tools to be on your level. They don't have the intellect to be on your level. I mean, you could dress a pig up all you want, and it's still a pig. Love yourself, y'all. It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up. This summer, your life, your legacy depends on it. God's praying for you. You know I am. Let's go get these next 8 months and make them count, alright? Stay blessed.